Every great journey begins with a vision. We stand at the base of our own ambitions, looking up at the peaks we hope to scale. But between the dream and the reality lies a vast, unknown terrain. It is here where the true challenge begins. The obstacles we see are rarely made of stone. They are the invisible walls we build within ourselves, brick by brick, thought by thought. Doubt is a shadow that stretches long across our path. It whispers that the climb is too steep and the summit is too far. We often mistake our fears for facts. We tell ourselves we aren't ready, aren't strong enough, or simply weren't meant for greatness. These are the invisible prisons of the mind. They hold us back more effectively than any physical chain ever could. But look closer. The walls are not solid. They are made of nothing more than the limits of our own thinking. Transformation begins with a single decision. The decision to pierce the veil of doubt and see what lies beyond the fear. When you challenge your limitations, the world begins to change. The static gives way to motion. The darkness gives way to light. Imagine the sound of glass shattering. That is the sound of a mental barrier breaking. It is the sound of freedom. With every meter climbed, the perspective shifts. What once looked like an impossible wall now looks like a mere stepping stone. The mind is like a parachute. It only works when it is open. Once opened, it can carry us to heights we never imagined. The ascent is demanding. It requires resilience. It requires the willingness to endure the heat of the desert and the cold of the peaks. You will face forests of confusion where the path is hidden, but your internal compass, your purpose, will guide you through. There is no growth in the comfort zone. True potential is forged in the struggle, in the moments when you want to turn back. But notice how the air changes as you rise. It becomes thinner, yes, but it also becomes clearer. Your vision sharpens. The physical world is not your limit. It is merely the canvas upon which you paint your progress. When the mind is free, the body follows. What was once a grueling task becomes a rhythmic dance of determination and grace. We are reaching the final threshold. The summit is no longer a distant dream. It is right there, waiting for you to claim it. One last push. One final effort to leave behind the person you were and embrace the person you have become. And then the world opens up. The limits vanish. You stand at the top of the world, seeing the horizon for what it truly is. It is not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves. From this height, you can see that the horizon has no end. Remember this feeling? The clarity, the power, the realization that you were always capable of this journey. There are no limits to what you can accomplish, except the limits you place on your own thinking.